Hey there, Gwen.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Oh, excellent. Just chipper. What are you doing?
I'm watching Epic Mealtime.
Epic Meal. That's a good YouTube channel. It's a good Canadian YouTube channel. My second favorite.
Your second favorite?
Second favorite. They're very good. They're very good. They're not my favorite though. You ever heard of a guy? Oh man, what's his name? SteveDangle.
SteveDangle.
SteveDangle. No.
That?
He's this guy. Swell guy. He's great. He does hockey commentary about different things, and people love him. I mean, his videos are really good. He's got like 2.4 million views or something. I don't know. He never like brings it up or anything, but that's a lot. Yeah. Like that's kind of a lot of views. I don't know. You ever heard of him? No.
No. I'm sorry. I haven't. Where can I find him?
It's just weird because a lot of people have heard of him. He's pretty important. Look him up. YouTube.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, click like. Subscribe to his channel. Send to your parents. Sorry, it's been a few days since my last video. I was at my buddy's cottage getting sunburnt and bitten by many things. But in that time, you guys have left some pretty good questions on my Facebook page, so I'm going to answer them. This first one comes from Kate Murphy from Braintree, Massachusetts. Kate asks, what do you think the odds are of a Bruins repeat, and who do you think the Bruins' key player is going to be next season? I'm going to start the answer with a question of my own. There's a place called Braintree.
So we're in the infamous room of Mr. SteveDangle, and he's actually going to show us how he makes his YouTube videos. So Steve, show us the process.
Well, it's a really impressive and complicated setup, Gwen. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. This is the shoebox that I used to prop up the laptop. Now, you'll notice some of the technological advances of the shoebox. They put some white paper on it because it's actually red, and I don't want any of that reflecting up into my face, making me look like a tomato. So, what I do is I put that there. I might even angle it a couple inches that way. Take my laptop. I often plug it in for energy, but we don't really have time for that. Oh, look, SteveDangle.com.
Check it out, everyone.
And I sit down here on my exercise ball, try not to bounce too much, flick on my expensive lighting kit. If you'll see, we have a filter. It's actually a piece of line paper that I just grabbed off my desk one day. You can tell because there's notes and email addresses on it. Didn't even bother getting a blank piece. And it's not the push model. It's actually the twist. So now I'm a little better lit. Sometimes if there's too much sunlight coming through the blinds, I'll put up a white Bristol board to block it out so as to not let in too much light. I went to school for 4 years for this, folks. $22,000 education. Taught me a lot. And just turn on the webcam, edit with the expensive and fancy iMovie, and away we go. Isn't it great to talk about the Leafs' first win of the season and not have to wait 9 games to do it? Let's get this video. What is that? Plan the parade, baby! The Leafs are undefeated!
Dangle, where is that from? How did that happen?
My friend Diana from high school brought in this book of weird names. Me and a few friends were all part of our high school newspaper, and it was tradition to come up with like a stupid nickname for yourself. So, Steve, whatever, Glenn. And I found Floyd Dangle and laughed really hard for no good reason. So I was Steve Floyd Dangle Glenn. If I'd kept the newspaper, I'd show you. When I made my YouTube account, I just made it Steve Dangle, and it was another few months before I actually put videos on the account. And then when people started watching it, like I was just always automatically logged in. So I forgot what my username was, and I was like, oh shoot, I should change it because I thought it was Steve Glenn or something. And then when I saw it was Steve Dangle, I was like, oh, all right, cool, whatever. It's not my real name. I'll keep it. And now it's on the back of like a bunch of jerseys that I own, and there's like graphics, Dangle's Angle. Blah. So that kind of stuck by accident. It was a good accident though.
So Steve, tell us about how you started your trajectory in video blogging.
I started video blogging, I think it was October 2007. I saw the front page of the Toronto Sun and it said Leafs better luck next year because they lost their first game of the season. And I got really upset, and in their defense, they were totally right and have been for years now. But I just uploaded a 16-second video kind of mocking Leafs fans and the media, and I swore and everything, and It's the first game. Then I finally decided a few days later, why not do a video for every single Leafs game that season? And I think I only missed 1 or 2, and it's season 5 now, and I've done one for almost every single game since. No playoffs. When I first saw that like 20 or so people had watched my little dumb rant online, I was freaking out. I was like, wow, 26 people, that's a lot, right? And then a couple blogs featured them and whatever, get a couple hundred views. Wow, check this out. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing. By the end of the first season, I was featured on the front page of YouTube Canada a couple times. So, you could clearly tell by the views, it was like 300, 400, 40,000. So it got quite the bump, and now I'm up to, I think, 7,500 subscribers, 2.3 million views. It's very weird being able to talk to this many people, but I enjoy it. You learn things about people in the world. I didn't know there were so many hockey fans in England or Australia.
So you really have international fans?
Kinda. I guess you could say I have international fans. It's weird to say. A lot of viewers in the States, Finland, Sweden, England, Australia, and I'm finally tapping into Russia. The big problem there was, obviously the language barrier, but I just started doing videos with my friend Andrei Osadchenko. He's a journalist from over there. What he does is he subtitles our videos in Cyrillic. You're fired as my translator.
You don't even pay me.
Hey, welcome to another edition of Joining the Rush. I'm SteveDangle.
And I'm Andrei Osadchenko.
We tackle hockey issues in North America and Russia, and today we start with...
Alexei Kovalyov.
Was that Alex Kovalev?
Yeah.
I'm just getting used to it. Yeah, our first video got like 8,000 or 9,000 views over in Russia, and it's actually turned into a weekly segment on both allhockey.ru, which is a Russian website, and national TV over there. It was weird when I started doing this whole video blogging thing, and it just gets weirder by the day. I'm enjoying the ride. So this is actually the locker room where Team Canada's jerseys are right now. Look at this. When I was in school, before these videos started, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I thought I was going to be like a staff writer on a sitcom, which went with the assumption I'd be funny enough for that.
I mean, everyone threw their hats on the ice, but then they announced that Rick Nash scored the goal, and the crowd had 2 emotions. Oh, I thought he had a hat trick. And number 2, my hat!
Before Nike picked me up to do videos for them, and cover hockey, interview their athletes, I had never been on a plane. That, to me, was just a thrill. They flew me to exotic Regina, Saskatchewan. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best job ever. We were in Regina for one day, talked to like 6 members of the World Junior team, Nazem Kadri, Leaf prospects, Jordan Eberle, which was a trip for me, and then the Olympics, and just all these things I could never imagine before. It took the video blogging from one level to the other. Me just chatting in my room like we are now, to literally making flights to places to talk to famous millionaires. Working at the Olympics was pretty crazy.
Who would like a ticket to today's game with me? Huh? That's just crazy.
We went to the Olympics for 17 days. I had no idea what to expect. We got to talk to Jerome McGinley.
So Jerome, I was wondering, could we maybe talk a little bit about Destiny?
Don't talk to me about Destiny.
Okay.
Some of the members of the women's hockey team.
You guys failed to score. 5 goals on me in a minute. I get those seats.
And if we can, your outfit for the next game.
We think it.
Oh, this is gonna be wicked. Dude, come on, we gotta do the post game.
I'm not doing it.
No, you lost the bet fair and square. You just sit right here.
Alexander Bilodeau was definitely a highlight. He just won Canada's first gold medal on home soil.
Hey, hi.
Oh, hi, Canadian Olympic gold medalist Alex Bilodeau.
Hey, how are you, Steve?
I'm okay.
Good. Is that your mom's car?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to fix this. Is this okay?
Yeah, I think this'll do.
It was every bit as crazy, if not crazier, to be there than what you saw on TV. Something I'll never forget is I got to go to the gold medal game.
Hey, Canada, you ready for this? I know I am. 3, 2, 1.
You ever been on Drop Zone? There's a ride like that. It's just being at the top, and you're like, okay, I'm terrified of the drop, but let's just let it happen. I don't even care who wins at this point. Just, please.
With the gold medal hanging in the balance, waiting on that one final goal. Jerome McGinley, Iggy, feeds Sidney Crosby, shoots, score!
When you really think about that goal, Sidney Crosby, in overtime, gold medal game, Canadian soil, if you wrote that into a movie, it'd be cheesy. But it was reality, and we were there for it.
Number 100. Yes, 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 yes!
Subscribe on YouTube, add me on Facebook, including my page, follow me on Twitter, I'm on Tumblr, I'm also on Google+, I'm on everything. Creating a niche online is really strange. I think you need to offer something that other people don't. I'm not a tenth of the reporter that some of these guys out there in the mainstream are, Bob McKenzie, Elliot Friedman, but they probably won't reenact a Pulp Fiction scene in the middle of a highlight pack. No. As bad as it would be to see Luke Shen go, do you have any idea how entertaining it would be to see an RFA stolen from Burke again, except this time he is the president and general manager of the biggest, most powerful financial hockey team in the world? I'm pretty sure the aftermath would look something like the breakfast scene from Pulp Fiction. Other GMs just sitting there scared. Look, I just want to say how sorry I am that things got so screwed up. Burke gets out his pen, signs like 3 of their RFAs. Other GMs just like, oh, I'm sorry, did I break your concentration? Please, continue. You were saying something about best intentions playing under the rules of the CBA. Oh, you were finished? Well, allow me to retort. And we all know how that scene ends. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger. Spoiler alert, the other guy doesn't do so well. I don't think it's a good idea to sign any restricted free agent away from any GM, especially Brian Burke. So that's it for this one. And if you want to ask a question of your own, you know where to post it. SteveDangle, all one word, on Facebook. And if you end up YouTubing that scene I was just doing, is not safe for work. I try to make it unique and funny, and I mean, it's sports, right? Sports are fun. It's way too serious nowadays, and so was out 4 to 6 weeks. We can't confirm, and shut up. Just have fun with it. No one's talking like that at the bar.
Leafs win 3-2 over the Montreal Canadiens to open up the 2010-2011 season. And it was epic from start to finish. Did you see the opening ceremony with the leaves and the craziness in the ice? Oh, and we brought water from thousands of kilometers away for the ice. Johnny Bauer, Felix Potvin, bagpipes, and guys with big hats. And afterwards, they played a hockey game. I'm trying to offer something a little different. The everyman, I'm trying to be. But that's I guess what I am. Some dude. Should be my job title. I need to get business cards made. I might put that. Some dude.
Do you think that it's possible for people to actually make a living off of posting videos on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely. I get paid off of the YouTube videos, like from YouTube through AdSense. It's not very much money, so you can't make a living off that. But it's about applying it to different things. The Nike videos are a great example. Canada wins their first game of the 2010 World Junior Hockey Championship 16-0. The videos helped me get an internship and then a job at Leafs TV.
I now work at Leafs TV.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah, totally serious, man.
Congratulations, dude!
Thank you very much. Just promise never to make that sound again.
I'm doing some stuff at CBC right now, the blog, and on all sorts of other websites. So if you can apply your skills, if you can get a following from whatever it is you do, you can definitely use it to your advantage.
So what do your friends and family think about all this?
First, I think my friends and family thought it was stupid. My parents never really said it. They were just kind of like, oh, all right, don't really understand this. My friends would just full on go, yeah, you're kind of a dork, Steve. What are you doing? But the first time I was like, yeah, this has a couple thousand views. They went, what? And checked it out, and they started to like it a little bit. Told them I was getting flown places, and I got an internship here, a job there. They've really embraced it, and my friends and family have been just a huge help. You can't. It's really difficult to do things when you don't have support around you, and I'm very lucky and blessed to have people like that in my life. A lot of younger people have come up to me or messaged me online asking for advice. 10 years ago, there was no YouTube. There was no Facebook. There was no Twitter. There were none of the main tools, this computer didn't exist, that I use existed. that long ago. So it's impossible to plan that far in the future. I kind of tell people like that are much younger and have so much ahead of them, just be open and do what you like, because you have plenty of time to achieve, but at the same time, life's too short to just go wasting it on things you don't enjoy.
Tell us about some of the people who've had a big influence on your life.
I owe a lot of people for some of the successes I've had, and dreams I've realized. My parents, first of all, for not kicking me out of the house, for making all this noise and interrupting their sleep. And what's this stupid video blog you're doing? What's a blog? Get out of my house, get a job. But it is a job now, Mom. Calm down. And so they've always been very supportive. My classmates for not calling me a weirdo to my face anyway about this sort of thing. And I mean, a classmate of mine who's a very good friend of mine gave me the number for the Fan 590, now Sportsnet Radio, and that's the first place I ever did an internship in the sports industry. And that's the first time I ever thought it was realistic to do sports. And just some of my first bosses, Gino Retta being one of them. He was the host of RBC Junior Hockey Magazine, which was my first paid gig, I guess, in the industry. And he really helped teach me and toughen my skin. And just anyone I've ever worked with, hopefully if they're watching, has helped shape who I am, positive or negative. And it's all been a learning experience and something I embrace.
I've been watching the Leafs my entire life. I've shown you guys this before, but this is my first Leafs jersey. It does not fit anymore. But I used to wear this thing on picture day, like consistently. There's Johnny with his little shirt and tie, and then there's me. Go Leafs, go! But going from being that kid to this, it's pretty special. I think I better end this thing before it gets too sappy.